right, hey guys. So one of your crafts that was included in your bag was a thing of Play-Doh and a cup. Now your cup is red and my cup is white, but it's the same general idea. So we are going to show you what to do with your Play-Doh and cup. These are my assistants today. This is Mia and this is Kennedy, and they are going to help show what you need to do. So step one is you need to take your Play-Doh out of your can. So you can see Mia's already done that, okay? And she kind of has it in a ball right now. And then step two is you need to roll it out flat. Now, there are a couple ways that you can do this. You can do it with your hands. Show them how you do it flat. Hang on. Okay, we have a little Play-Doh roller. So if you have something like that, or if one of your grown-ups has a rolling pin in the kitchen, you can roll it out flat with that. Or you can even just take your fingers and kind of flatten it out like that. Okay? Now, once you have it flat, and it's important that you don't get it too thin, okay? Because if it's too thin, it won't be very sturdy. So, right about this thickness is pretty good, okay? You don't want to get it too much skinnier than that. So, once you have done that, now we're going to move on to Kennedy. You're going to have a piece that looks like this, okay? And you want to make sure that it's big enough to kind of get most of your hand on it, okay? So lay it out flat, and then you're going to put your hand on your Play-Doh, okay? Now, the next step is you need to trace your hand. Just like you would trace it on paper, you're going to trace it on the Play-Doh. I'm using a marker, a washable Crayola marker, but you can use a pencil, you can use a pen, even if you just want to tap around it with your finger so that you can see the indent. You just want to be sure that your hand is marked in there in some way. So, I'm going to trace Kennedy's hand. Do you want to trace your hand? Yeah. All right, Mia's going to trace her hand. Okay, and you can see it doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of a general outline. Okay, so the next step is now you need to cut your hand out of the Play-Doh. So you can do this a couple of different ways. If you have child-safe scissors, you can use those. Or, now this is important, you need to always ask a grown-up, you can get a butter knife, not a sharp knife, a butter knife. And it's important that you have a grown-up to help you with that, okay? And either one of those you can use to cut out your hand. So I'm going to use the scissors for one part. Okay, you can see you just kind of have to cut carefully. Or if you don't like that, your grown-up butter knife that you asked for help with, you can just kind of stab it a little bit along the outline. Okay, and then you can see I'm peeling those off. What do you think, Ken's looking good? Kennedy says it's looking good. Alright, I'm almost done. Now, there. It's not 100% perfect, but that's Kennedy's hand. Will you hold your hand up on it? See? Whoops, wrong hand. There you go. See, that's her hand. Now, this is the last step, okay? And this is the step that's going to take the longest. You're going to take your cup, and then you're going to take your handprint. And you want to put the palm of your handprint on the bottom of the cup, okay? And then you're going to press it down around. Okay, now you don't want to press so hard that you tear your Play-Doh, but you want to press hard enough that it stays like that, okay? So this is going to be what it looks like, okay? And if you get a little tear, see how I got a little tear right there? No worries. Just squeeze it back up to fill in the tear. Okay, now you're going to need to leave your Play-Doh hand on the cup for at least 2 days, okay? So that's why we're kind of suggesting that you do this video on Monday. And then at the end of 2 days, your Play-Doh is going to get nice and hard. You know when you leave your Play-Doh out and don't put the lid on it, how it gets hard and you can't play with it anymore? That's what we want to happen. So at the end of 2 days, you can even go a little longer if you want. You'll be able to take your handprint off of the cup And do you know what this is? It's gonna be a jewelry holder, okay? So then you can give it as a Christmas gift to whatever grown-up is in your life. And they can put maybe earrings or change or any little thing down in here. And if they wear rings, they can hook their rings on the fingers, okay? Now it's a little hard to see because this one's not dry, but when it's dry, it will be hard and it will sit up just like that. All right, I hope you have fun with this craft.